Halo teman-teman semua, gimana kabarnya? Semoga kalian selalu dalam keadaan baik dan sehat, dan selalu dimurahkan rezekinya, dan juga selalu dimudahkan dalam setiap urusannya teman-teman. Nah teman-teman semua, kita kembali akan mereaksi video-video yang sangat menarik. Dan kebetulan tidak sengaja muncul di beranda YouTube saya. Nah, karena ada aroma-aroma Indonesianya, walaupun ini kelihatan bukan di Indonesia tapi di luar negeri, saya coba akan mereaksi videonya teman-teman. Tapi mudah-mudahan videonya sangat menarik dan menambah wawasan kita. Dan video ini saya ambil dari channelnya iLoveUmami Food Review teman-teman, reviews. Oke teman-teman semua, sebelum kita ke videonya, seperti biasa kita ketemu lagi bersama Ayah Muda Production. Nah oke teman-teman semua, sebelumnya saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada teman-teman semua yang selalu mendukung channel ini dan jangan lupa bagi teman-teman semua yang belum subscribe, boleh di subscribe dan tekan juga tombol loncengnya. Jangan lupa juga di like dan komentar teman-teman. Dan kalaupun ada permintaan boleh langsung ditulis di kolom komentar saja teman-teman. Oke teman-teman, tanpa buang banyak waktu lagi, kita langsung aja lihat videonya.
High five home!
Along the line.
Taste test.
We are here in London, in Leatherline Market.
Oke teman-teman, sebelum kita lanjut, kita stop dulu di sini ya. Dan di sini tertulis kalau judulnya itu wawancara dengan tempe man, makanan Indonesia di London teman-teman. Jadi di London itu di sini manusia tempe ya, tempe man itu. Oke, agar lebih jelasnya lagi kita langsung aja videonya. Kita lihat aja videonya bareng-bareng teman-teman.
And here are a lot of food stalls with a lot of delicious street food, but we are looking for one particular man. He's a legend. Soon you will find it out.
High five home! I see him.
Okay,
So?
we finally found the legend. He's
not-
still busy, he's still cooking, he's preparing everything. Selamat siang.
Oh, selamat siang. Apa kabar?
Baik.
Oh, bisa bahasa Indonesia ya teman-teman.
Mungkin nggak asli dari Indonesia.
Walaupun
Mungkin, tapi
bukan asli Indonesia ini kelihatan.
lahir di mana?
Bule-bule London. Oh, dari Latvia ini yang apa yang vlognya itu.
Jadi cuma 6 bulan.
Ya.
Sudah lancar.
Tapi fasih juga bahasa Indonesia.
Oh, oleh-oleh.
Ole ole. Yeah. My wife is my camera woman is my ole ole.
Nice to meet you. Namanya siapa? Saya Will.
Ya, saya Chris.
Chris.
Ya.
At istrinya?
Putri.
Putri.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you both.
When I found out that there
Oh, istrinya Putri kelihatannya dari Indonesia ya teman-teman.
she has seen you on TV when
Yeah.
she was still teenager, so
Yeah.
it's so long ago.
My 15 minutes of fame many years ago.
Yeah.
Probably, nearly 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
But then people thought of tempe as a bit of a, more the village food, and people in the cities thought it was not sophisticated.
Yeah.
And then when they did the interview, it was proved very popular because it kind of said to people, if people eat it in London,
Yeah.
maybe it can be cool. It's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
village food.
I
And
know.
then people in the cities went, it was kind of like a confession.
Yeah.
People went, I love tempeh too. And it's like this thing, yeah, and it made tempeh like okay. It made it like more popular not popular, but like more acceptable with young, trendy urbanites. But before that, so I did that interview, people would think.
Oke, sorry teman-teman, kita stop di sini ya. Jadi dari judul tadi kan terlihat ya tempe man di sini ternyata dia itu yang namanya Will itu dia pedagang seperti pedagang kaki lima di sana di London teman-teman, tapi khusus mengolah bahan dasarnya dari tempe. Nah itu ada sayur, ada apa lagi yang dia bikin kan, tapi semuanya dari tempe. Jadi dia dikenal sebagai manusia tempe teman-teman. Ya karena mungkin jarang, karena khas dia menjadi manusia koki khas atau penjual khas makanan tempe teman-teman. Oke, kita lanjut ke videonya lagi.
Or tempe, that's what my grandmother eats in the village.
What I say to him.
Yeah, it was like, oh, tempeh, I like to eat,
Korean.
burgers, I like to eat Korean, hot a bento, whatever. But after my interview, people were like, okay, people eat tempeh in London, maybe it's okay to like it. But it was true, wasn't it? Like young people, like, do you want to eat tempeh? No, I don't want a tempeh, I want a, sabu sabu.
Yeah.
Before that, most people used to sell tempeh just to the Indonesian community.
Yeah,
and
so
I was the first person to introduce it to like the UK,
Everyone else.
the UK, yeah, and kind of because I cook it. This is not an Indonesian dish, I cook it in different ways. And
Yeah, this is a lode. Yeah,
that's a lode. It's kind of it's a bit of a an English lode.
Yeah.
Bikin lodeh,
I already predict it's a
bikin lodeh dia tuh.
bule lodah ya.
Lodeh Inggris katanya.
It's a bule lodah ya.
It's
Bagus.
not really a bule lode.
Bule lodeh,
It's kind of a London lode.
Okay, London lodah.
lodeh
A
London.
couple of other influences. I'd say it's a sibling,
Yeah.
of a
Banyak
friend of
juga ya
lode.
yang
Okay.
My
dia
customers
masak
are
teman-teman.
predominantly around here. It's
Yeah.
mostly office workers.
Sayur lodeh nyampe ke London,
Because, it's
tapi yang masak
a fixed
orang
market.
sana
It's not
asli.
a tourist market, which means the food has to be very good.
Oh.
If you go to some markets in London, it's mostly for tourists. So as long as the food looks good, people never come back anyway because they're abroad. So,
So
but
this
this market is always for locals.
Local people,
So if
okay.
the food, all the stores here are pretty good. If they're not good, they don't survive. And I've got customers that have been coming to me for some of them for 8-9 years.
Wow.
And sometimes they've moved away. I've got customers that from different countries. They work in London. They move, and then 4 years later they come back to visit and they come here and I have people.
So you have your loyal customers.
Yes, but most of my customers are people who work in the area, mostly 90%, and but the demographic they change very different. So people from all over the world, so not just but everyone. London is an international city, and obviously I have a lot of customers that are vegan.
Yeah.
But most, I would say, 60-70% are not vegetarian, not vegan, just people who like good food. Because, like in Indonesia, tempeh is not for vegetarians; it's for everybody. And that's sort of, and my customers are the same sort of demographic. It's just, I have Indonesian customers. From Southeast Asia, I have a lot of customers from Thailand. I have customers from one from Brunei. It's not very big.
It smells nice, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The soya beans, they are coming from where they are
At
grown
the moment, we use the batch from Canada.
from Canada.
At the moment,
They do them in
vary.
Canada.
But do you know where most of the soya beans come from in Indonesian tempeh?
Thailand.
Not Indonesia anymore. Before was always grown in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Because when I learned to make tempeh, I went to lots of different tempeh producers all in Java. Every one of them had soya beans with a big USA on the side. And it was a bit sad because before Indonesia was a big soybean producing country. The government should have kept, subsidizing soybean farmers, but they didn't, and then they left it to market forces. And
Yeah.
So now Indonesia imports its soybeans.
Since you're doing this for like so many years, then probably you also know how many customers a day you get.
I do. I know exactly how it does vary, but I won't tell.
Oke, teman-teman, kita stop dulu di sini. Ternyata udah bertahun-tahun ya Will ini jualan di sana, teman-teman. Dan yang paling khas itu tempe, karena nggak ada yang jualan di sana kan. Karena dengan proses fermentasi tadi kan dari kacang kedelai dan cukup lumayan susah katanya mendapatkan kacang kedelai di sana. Itu dari impor, teman-teman. Dan di London ini ternyata banyak yang suka pada olahan tempe ini ya, selain dari turis-turis yang apa disebut pelancongnya yang datang ke London ini ternyata seperti orang-orang Indonesia yang bekerja di sana dan orang Thailand, dari Brunei juga ada kan, walaupun sedikit katanya tadi ya, menyukai makanan dari tempe ini teman-teman. Ya cukup bangga kan, kita sebagai warga Indonesia ternyata tempe udah nyampe ke sana dan diolah oleh orang asli sana teman-teman. Oke, kita lanjut lagi ke videonya.
Tell you,
Okay.
just to keep it a secret.
Okay.
It was more before COVID. Now, after COVID, the numbers have gone down because the people's eating habits changed.
Yeah.
And also before, people came to the office more, but because my customers are office workers, now people work from home more, so there are less. And also, during COVID, people start ordering online, like meal delivery.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the offices now, rather than come to the market, they just order. And I don't do meal deliveries. I don't have the capacity. It's more early. You get the wrong idea. I think you have to wait. So what I do, what I do with the final taste, I let it sit for 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and I test it. I think sometimes people test too early, and then and then they think, oh, it needs more of this. No, it needs more of this. Sometimes just wait. You have to be patient, I think, and then okay, then. Or if it needs a little bit of lime, a little bit of salt, you know. Just, I also supply some big restaurants. There's a famous one called Meat Liquor. They're a burger chain. About 12 restaurants in London. They use my tempe to make a vegan burger with. So how long have you guys been married? 7 hours. Congratulations.
7 hours.
7 months, yeah.
7
Years.
Oh, 7 years.
Yes.
And you still seem to have. I can see the spark is still there even after 7 years. Nice. So it means.
Oke teman-teman, stop lagi di sini. Ternyata Will ini kan tadi fermentasi tempe ya. Ternyata dia juga mengirim ke beberapa restoran besar di London teman-teman, yang menjadi lapisan burger dan lain sebagainya teman-teman. Ya cukup keren juga kan usahanya ini teman-teman. Kita lanjut lagi teman-teman.
Means that love at first sight, was it? It's just it's the chemistry in the mind and the body. It's just that kind of unconscious sort of something, isn't it?
So I like you and tempe, yeah?
We have to trust the heart. Sometimes the heart and the gut knows better than the head, doesn't it?
Love comes through the stomach, you know.
Kenapa Bu gitu? Romeo Juliet, tempe and tofu.
I mean, tofu, tempeh is more versatile, and tempeh is better for you. And I think tempeh is the king of the. It's just so good for you as well, isn't it? More versatile as well. I mean, I don't cook tempeh traditionally. I have to make it for a lunch. And often in the traditional Indonesian, tempeh is often a side dish, isn't it? Tempeh orek, tempeh bacem, you know, tempeh mendoan. It's a side dish. It's a component of a meal, but I have to do them as the main meal.
So it's like a dal for Indians, I think, something like that.
Yeah, kind of. You know, I like dal, but you know, you've got more textures that you can create with the tempeh. Yeah, I do a nice Indian, the Pakistani dish with tempeh, called tempeh keema mata. Traditionally with lamb, it's minced lamb and peas, but I do one with minced tempeh.
So it's a vegan version.
Very nice. It's like a take on the Pakistani keema. Very nice.
That sounds interesting.
In fact, I've got that recipe on YouTube.
Okay.
The tempeh keema. I mean, I like gado-gado's my favourite dish in Indonesia, really. But I like also ketoprak also.
Next is
Very nice.
Lode tempe, here we go. What date is it today? It's Tempe Tuesday.
Right, what would you like? Lode. Okay. And let me test it for seasoning.
Okay.
The taste test.
Enough or not enough? Enough sekali?
Even if I do say so myself, it's pretty good today. Now I don't use the rice, I use basmati rice. Because we like basmati rice, we're mostly from the Indian and Pakistani population. No, they like the basmati rice, so in the UK we It's nice,
not,
long grain. You get nice sort of fluffy,
But it's
fluffy
less
long
sticky.
grains. Yeah, it's not sticky. And it's something that I offer that you won't get in Indonesia is a bit of roti. If you like some roti on the side, not traditional.
Yeah.
But some people like a bit of roti.
We are fine.
I think you'd like it. Just keep the rice.
So that is sambal. Is it?
As a sambal.
Is it homemade?
It's yeah, totally, but it's just a bit of a different one.
It's not with the shrimp paste, of course.
No,
because,
it's
this
not
is
the
vegan
terasi.
here. Yeah.
And got packets the time. Before I used to have terasi as well. I used to have two.
Itu
And
sayur
then the vegans would
dipakai
play
apa?
sendoknya dua.
Iya,
Kemasannya
dua
itu
sendok ya.
pakai dus ya.
Nanti rebutan.
Yeah, we don't want any
Dus ya.
divorce. We don't want
Nggak sampai
in London twice. That's
nyerap,
57 pounds.
nggak basah gitu.
Makasih Will.
Terima kasih banyak. Selamat makan.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa lagi.
Sampai jumpa. Selamat makan. Ya.
Terima kasih.
Take care. See you soon.
Bye. Okay, we will find a place where to sit down.
So we will be here.
Yes. Food is ready. Wow. Bismillah. Wow. This is so nice. This is tempe. It's a fermented soya bean. And it's called like a superfood these days because it's really rich of different nutrients. The sambal, it is quite spicy, but it's not as spicy as terasi.
I want the tempe.
Tempe. Big piece of tempe. Oops. There's carrot. Tempe used to be something like village food, low class food. That's what people were thinking. But now it's trendy again, and even the rich people enjoy it.
Because not everyone can buy meat, Milo.
The expert
Jadi lapar.
reviewing the food.
Tapi saya merhatiin ini apa kemasannya itu kok nggak basah ya
Nggak
pakai
ketahuan kalau
sayur.
beli yang buat. Mungkin aku pikir kalau ini di meja makan, mungkin aku mikir nenekku yang bikin. Enak.
What's
Enak.
your score?
My score 9.5. Good job, Will. Well done. Enak tau. I didn't eat this for 20 years.
Really?
Dia in London, we eat sayur lodeh.
Office workers are buying this
Burger.
for their lunch, so that's their main course. And the portion is quite big, 7 pounds. You will get sometimes burger more expensive than this.
Jadi, kalau kalian kangen makan tempe, kangen masakan tradisional, datang ke sini, ke Tempe Man. Lodehnya enak. Sampai jumpa di iLoveUmami food review video. Sampai jumpa. Assalamualaikum. It's hard to talk in camera.
The Halal Food Festival is already next week, so
Oke teman-teman, itu dia tadi videonya dari iLoveUmami food review. Dan tadi kita lihat apa Will ya dari London itu dijuluki sebagai tempe man itu karena dia memfermentasi sendiri tempenya dan bisa mengirim ke restoran-restoran yang ada di sana teman-teman. Keren sekali kan? Ya kita senang-senang aja sih kalau orang Indonesia lihat makanan khas Indonesia yang sering kita lihat, sering kita makan di rumah kan, ada di sana dan diolah oleh orang bule kan, orang asli sana, kemudian dijual dan banyak yang minat. Kita senang teman-teman. Dan saya tuh dari tadi merhatiin kemasannya itu loh, dus kan, tapi pakai sayur itu kok nggak basah gitu kan, nggak nembus ke bawah, nggak bocor, bagus sih. Kalau di Indonesia ada nggak ya di sini ada nggak ya yang kayak gitu? Oke lah teman-teman, itu dia tadi video reaksi dari saya. Semoga menjadi wawasan buat teman-teman semua bahwa tempe itu sudah mendunia. Salah satunya ada di London. Dan apa? Jangan lupa dukung juga channelnya iLoveUmami Food Review ini teman-teman. Dan jangan lupa dukung juga terus channel ini, channel saya. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Kita ketemu lagi di video berikutnya. Terima kasih.